I just wanted to talk about certain Dragon Ball YouTubers that are clearly using the Dragon Ball IP as a way to farm content, as a way to get clout, but don't know really that much about Dragon Ball or aren't as big of fans as they make it seem. One of these people is someone that I actually even enjoy. Like, I find his videos to be entertaining, but it's DotoDoya, and Rhyme Style too. They aren't like legitimately hardcore Dragon Ball fans, which is fine. But when you build your whole channel and your whole identity around Dragon Ball and aping off of Dragon Ball, to me, I feel like you should at least know something about the series. And DotoDoya basically knows nothing about the series. If you listen to him talk, like same with Rhyme Style. Rhyme Style will be like, "What? Where did Janemba come from? Who did he fight again? Like Vegito or something?" Like, that's like legitimately what they'll say, even though they play these games all the time, and they apparently are such big fans of the series, but they don't know like simple, basic like things that happened. And then you find out that DotoDoya is watching Dragon Ball Z for the first time since he was like a little kid or something on his Patreon. And it's just like, how are you going to build your whole channel around Dragon Ball, your whole identity around Dragon Ball, and then know nothing about the series? And then having some of the most asinine, horrible takes I've ever heard. Like, he literally said, after watching only 3 episodes of Dayama, that it already clears the Buu Saga. And I'm like, so you know nothing about the series, really. You haven't watched since maybe you were 5. And now you watch 3 episodes of Dayama and you think that that automatically clears one of the most legendary sagas in all of anime, regardless if you don't like the Buu Saga compared to like the Cell Saga or the Saiyan Saga or the Frieza Saga, regardless if you think that's the lesser of the 4 main sagas of Dragon Ball Z, it is still like a legendary arc in anime. So the idea that like seeing 3 episodes of Dayama and now you've concluded that that's better than all of the Buu Saga, to me, is insane. And it just proves that he literally has no clue what he's talking about. And he just knows that people don't like the Buu Saga, or that's genuinely, generally the most disliked of the 4 sagas of Dragon Ball Z. So he just goes, "Oh yeah, this already clears the Buu Saga for me." It's like trashing GT. He doesn't know what actually happened, but he knows that you're not supposed to like GT, so he'll trash it. And it's sort of like really sickening to see this, because I can't stand people who don't really care about the IP that they're basically aping off of and milking for everything. I also think it's annoying the amount of complaint videos him and Rhyme Style do about sparking. And to me, it's like, it's so annoying seeing them basically say empty criticisms that are just like, "Oh, we know these criticisms are generally like the criticisms that people have on the subreddits and stuff, so we're just going to be basically parroting what they say and saying how the game is dead and this and that," but then continue to play the game and continue to have fun with the game. You can clearly tell they're having fun playing the game, but because the narrative online is to trash sparking, they have to keep up with that. They have to continue to go, "Oh, you know what, this game sucks, game dead," because they don't really have actual opinions. They just go off of, "Oh, what's the popular thing to say? Oh, everybody's favorite saga is the Cell Saga, because that's the popular thing to say. Oh, sparking is dead," even though it's not, but that's what everybody's saying, or at least everybody on the subreddit is saying, because I'm assuming that's where they get most of their information from. At least DotoDoya does, because DotoDoya does not know anything about Dragon Ball, and if he does, it's from maybe playing the games, but like even like basic stuff he won't be able to get. And to me, I think you can't build your whole fucking identity on the internet as being a Dragon Ball fan and knowing jack shit about Dragon Ball.